Springing forward this weekend means losing an hour of sleep. For some, the time change can impact their mood and physical health. Our Cassidy Fury talked with a sleep health professional to discuss how our minds and bodies react to the time change.
As we spring forward this weekend, losing an hour of sleep, most of us are going to feel a minor to major difference.
You know, a normal healthy adult is supposed to get 8 hours of sleep a night, and that's what our 24-hour circadian rhythm likes. And so when we disrupt that by moving the clock forward an hour and we lose that hour of sleep, that really throws our body off and can really mess up our hormones and things like that. So.
Robert Stutler, sleep lab coordinator for WVU Medicine Camden Clark, said you can prepare your body for the time change by going to bed about 15 minutes earlier every night for a few days leading up to the event.
Every day, our circadian rhythm kind of keeps us on track, and when we disrupt it by that hour change forward, it leads to irritability, mood disorders, can increase, like I said, your accidents and things like that.
Limiting access to your phones and other devices that give off blue light before bed can help put your mind in a restful state.
And for most people, it's pretty negative. Anything that disrupts our circadian rhythm can really disrupt, how we function.
Stutler said beginning your day with sunlight or artificial sunlight can jumpstart your brain and get the right hormones going.
Losing an hour of sleep can exacerbate mental disorders or mood disorders because of our circadian rhythm is controlling our hormones. And if our hormones are thrown off, then of course our moods can be thrown off as well.
Added stress on your body from losing the hour of sleep has been known to lead to an increased risk of cardiac emergency, especially if you have a pre-existing condition.
They've seen an increase in hospital visits related to cardiac issues during these times, so it is prevalent, and they are doing studies and noticing problems.
It's important to have a consistent bedtime routine to prepare your mind and body for a restful night's sleep. Reporting from Parkersburg, I'm Cassidy Fury with WTAP News.